Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Connor Semscure, and today I'm bringing you guys another class setup video for July 2016. I'm going to show you guys my classes, specialists, score streaks, all that stuff. And yeah, so let's get right into this. First and foremost, specialist that I run usually kind of like pertains to what other people are running in my game. It all depends. The map, all these different like elements, but most of the time I'm going to be running the overdrive specialist here, Ruin. Probably my favorite specialist ability. I know I'm a freak for not wanting to use the heat wave and all these other good specialists, but I do play quite aggressive, so it does help if I'm running overdrive. A lot of good rush routes and all that other stuff, so I do like running Ruin. And then of course for score streaks, I have these like completely fucked up because I was doing the bot challenge. If you guys don't know the Allier bot challenge, basically you gotta get like 500, I think 500 kills in a private match game and stuff. But anyways, what I usually run is HCXD there. I usually switch between the Dart and the Guardian, but as of recent I've been running the Guardian a lot more, just because the Dart is 650 and you're usually going to be 50 points off anyway. So let's say you start off the game 6-0, or if let's say 5-0 in a plant or something like that, you're still going to have to get that 50 points, which is usually going to get rounded up by a kill. So you're going to get 700 points anyway, so you might as well get the one that costs 700. So I just have been running the Guardian a lot lately. So Guardian there, it's really good, especially if you put the bomb down. Throw the Guardian on there, it's really hard for them to defuse. And then of course the lightning strike right there. So let's get right into these classes. Over here we have my tab, the GB tab. I don't use these anymore, these are very outdated. If you guys have seen the other class setup videos, you'll know I do not use this, haven't touched this class setup tab in like forever. This is high caliber and overkill Vespers and shit from like January. Never used, never gonna be used ever again probably. I just mainly cut it down to this UMG tab here, which is for UMG and GB of course, and my no overkill stuff. I do play a lot of no overkill, so I'll explain some of my class setups in there in a second. But it starts off, this is for a basic UMG/GB match with overkill enabled. I do have the BRM still. This is a very good gun. A lot of people are still sleeping on it. Made that video back about 2 months ago or so. Incredibly good gun. I got that 70 kill TDM challenge completed with it. Incredible fucking gun. Love that thing. Still melts. 3-shot kill. Absolute machine. And the RK5 over there on it. As far as perks go, we got the Afterburner, Dead Silence, and Blast Suppressor combo. Very generic. And of course a nade for those nade spots. Moving on over here, we have a very generic M8 class. We have Elo, quick draw, and stock, and I do run quick draw over long barrel. I have explained this so many times. I'll also link that in the description if you guys haven't seen any of these before, but yeah, I'll have the link to why long barrel is useless, as well as my opinion on some of the other stuff that I'll get into in a bit. But yeah, so quick draw over long barrel, that's just my opinion. Stock and Elo, and of course the RK5 here. I feel like the RK5 is a little bit better of a combo with the M8 as far as the secondary goes rather than the L-Car. Just my opinion, but I feel like the RK5 is very good, mainly just because of the fact that M8's a long range weapon and L-Car is kind of like one of those long range secondaries. So if you have the RK5, it's a little bit better for those up close and personal situations, which is kind of what you want out of a secondary if you have a long range gun. So that's that. Frag grenade as always for those nade spots, and afterburner. I think I have afterburner on every, yeah I do. I have afterburner on every class. I'm an absolute freak. I don't really know what it is, but I'm just addicted to the afterburner. It just allows you to be so much more what's the word I'm looking for? The word Fizzerp fucking uses 24/7. Versatile. You can do so much shit, like just the wall runs and stuff. You can get so many good angles and stuff. I'm kind of a freak in that way, so if you guys want to, you could. I definitely wouldn't be opposed to having someone put on a flak jacket class in case someone calls in an RC. You can switch to that class really quick. And always remember, I'm sure most of you know this, but if you change their class within the first 15 seconds of the game, you're set. It'll actually change instantly. You don't have to wait till you respawn. You have 15 seconds, or if you take damage or you throw a nade or something like that, it'll actually cancel that out as well. So make sure you don't take any damage or anything like that, and switch your class within 15 seconds. So if someone makes the mistake of calling in their RC right as soon as the round starts and it's before that 15-second mark, you can switch to a flak jacket class and be good to go for the rest of that round. But you got to be really quick with it and be alert. So just another quick tip there. Moving on to the third class is a very generic VMP class. I've gone over this before, but this is my only class I think that has fast hands, one of my only classes anyway. And I got crucified in the fucking comments of the last setup or the last class setup video. Everyone was like, dude, why don't you run fast hands? It's the best perk in the fucking game. I've explained myself a few times, but basically this is just for like running and gunning and stuff. You want to aim faster after sprinting and stuff, but usually when I'm running an AR, I'm not really sprinting around trying to rush around and get all these running and gunning kills and stuff. I'm just sitting there pre-aiming, usually on a head glitch or something. So I don't really need fast hands in these predicaments. However, when I'm using an SMG, I'm gonna need it. So I do have fast hands on there, and quick draw, grip, and stock, of course. Don't run long barrel in the VMP. Completely useless attachment. I'll explain that, or I did explain that in another video, link down below. So afterburner there, fast hands, dead silence, and blast suppressor. Pretty generic class. Moving on over here, we have a generic overkill sniping class. We got the Kuda, quick draw. Do not run long barrel on the Kuda. Probably the worst gun in the entire game to run long barrel on. It's mathematically like useless. The range of this gun, the 4-shot kill range is literally out of the map anyway. And when you put long barrel on, you're just multiplying it to go even further out of the map, which is completely pointless. So never run long barrel on the Kuda. We got quick draw there, and the SVG with thermal. My favorite reticle here is a stage fright reticle, my personal favorite there. Afterburner, cold-blooded, dead silence, and blast suppressor. Some people say I'm a freak for not running fast hands on an overkill gun, but I don't feel that I need it that much. I'm very good at abusing the YY mechanic, so I can switch guns pretty fast without fast hands. And cold-blooded usually just helps a little bit more, especially when you're sniping. Maybe there's a sniper on the other team, and he's going to be pretty much fucked. Everybody in this game, if they're sniping, is using thermal. So if you have cold-blooded on, it's pretty much going to fuck them completely, and you're going to have an advantage. So very important to have that. Moving on to the fifth class, we got the Man of War. Showed this class last time. Some people were kind of annoyed that I was running this overkill shotgun, but this class is insane. The boa sight here on the Man of War, the boa sight is so good. I'm like addicted to running this thing. As a matter of fact, let's change this elo. I'm gonna do this right now on the fly. Boa to this M8. The boa I think is better than the fucking reflex and the elo, man. I absolutely love this sight. It lights up anytime that an enemy is on the screen, and you're pretty much... Oh, Jordy, hold on, I'm in the middle of recording this. Thanks a bunch, dude, if you're watching this shit. Good shit, man, thanks. Anyways, yeah, the boa sight, it's really fucking good, man. Anytime, like, you might not see someone and they might be way off in the distance, but your sight is gonna light up red, which is super helpful. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll just be like running around and I'll scan mid-map. I'll just pre-aim randomly anywhere in the distance just to see if I can get this thing to light up, and that'll tell me someone's in that given direction. I can give a call out to my teammates. I do this all the time on Fringe. Like, I'll just run across on the wall run, just jump across mid-map, and I'll be able to see if someone's anywhere across the map if this thing lights up. So incredibly useful sight, and it does a really good job at handling the recoil. And for that reason alone, I do not need the grip attachment on the Man of War. So I have stock and quick draw. Very good class here. And of course, the overkill KRM. This is probably the best shotgun. Some people will run the Argus, but I've explained this before. The Argus requires super like really good precision. Hip fire, you're gonna get a lot of hit markers, which sucks. And it's a what's the word for a buckshot shotgun, so you're gonna have to aim down sights to get that really good range on it, which kind of defeats the purpose of a shotgun. So obviously the Bresci is probably the best, but that's banned, and the KRM is just unbelievably good, especially up close. Like, I'll use this on breach inside of the B room. Very effective. And afterburner there, no fast hands. I would put fast hands on here, I just literally don't have room, so I can't really do that. Dead silence and blast suppressor. I had to basically make a decision if I wanted afterburner or fast hands, but yeah, I just basically chose Afterburner just so I can be a freak and run around, because I feel so limited if I don't have Afterburner on. But that's just me. Normal people, you could probably run fast hands, but yeah, that's just me. Moving on to my no overkill classes, let's get into this real quick just because a lot of these are kind of repetitive. Another basic MA, as you guys can see here, I do have that boa sight on here with that nice aqua camo from Black Ops 2. Let me go ahead and change this LCAR. I've been meaning to do this forever. We're going to change the LCAR over here to the RK5. A lot better secondary for the M8. Over here we have the frag grenade, of course, Afterburner, Dead Silence, and Blast Suppressor. Same class as before. Over here, this is kind of like a fuck around class. I do have the XR2 on right now. This is usually a slot that's taken up for a gun that I'm going to be doing a GB with every gun for. That's usually what this class is for here, so I don't really take this like slot seriously. Pretty much anything can go here at any time. So as of right now, I do have the XR2, just fucking around with it, seeing what it's like, and it's actually a pretty good gun. So over here, SVG, this is a no overkill sniper class. This is just the regular SVG, thermal, and stock. And of course the LCAR here, this is a little bit more of a machine gun SMG type pistol, a little bit better than the RK5 if you're trying to use this as like your main secondary. So I have that, and then the frag, Afterburner for Afterburner sniping, cold-blooded as I explained earlier, Dead Silence, and Blast Suppressor. Over here we have the Man of War. I've been loving the shit out of this gun. I think it got a slight buff as of recent. I've seen so many people using it. A lot of top 5 play submissions. I've been seeing people get crazy clips with this gun. Absolute melt machine. The 3-shot kill range is phenomenal. So we got that there. There's so many good attachments that you could run on this, so I had to kind of limit myself here. The BOA 3 sight, of course. If you guys can actually get used to the iron sights, I would recommend doing it, but I just don't like them personally. We got the quick draw attachment and stock. If I could throw another attachment on here, it would be long barrel. Long barrel is very, very good on the Man of War. It increases the 3-shot kill range by a lot, and you're really gonna have a like real fucking melt machine in your hands with this thing. Long barrel, you're just gonna, like, if I could put you in a predicament, right? If let's say you're on infection, someone's top cliff, and you're all the way in the back trying to peek top cliff, you're gonna still get that 3-shot kill with this gun if you have long barrel on. It's very, very good with long barrel. Unfortunately, I just don't have the room on this class. If you guys want to mix and match this however you want to try to get that long barrel attachment on there, I would go ahead and do it. Moving on to the RK5 secondary, this is just another good solid secondary. Frag grenade, Afterburner, Dead Silence, and Blast Suppressor. And the final class, yep, I wanted to save this for the last class, but the Vesper, man, this gun is so fucking good up close, and so many people are gonna roast me for using the Vesper in what, July 2016. This thing absolutely ran the game for a long time, but it's still good up close. Would I recommend this as your full-blown SMG? No, I'd say probably the VMP is a lot more consistent and stuff. It's good at long range, but examples where the Vesper could be good. Let's say you're trying to hit up top A on Stronghold, top mansion on Stronghold. Phenomenal gun, probably the best, one of the best guns in the game to have if you're hitting up top mansion. What I run on here is the laser sight, just because I'm not gonna do that much aiming down. I use this thing like a shotgun, literally. So I throw the laser, grip, and extended mags, and I just spray the fuck out of people up top. I'll put a clip on screen right now of just me melting the shit out of people. I use this thing on breach sometimes. If I'm playing super rush heavy, I'll have this on, and then of course I got my rush perks, which are Afterburner and Fast Hands, Dead Silence, and Blast Suppressor. But this class can be really fucking deadly, man. I'm not gonna lie, the Vesper is still very good up close, and if you can handle the recoil, I would say it could be one of the best SMGs in the entire game. A lot of people are sleeping on it, a lot of people are hesitant to use it just because they know it got nerfed, but holy shit, this thing still melts like crazy. So that's that. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to leave a like rating, and I will have another one of these out for August 2016 coming up soon. So that's how you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.